ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। ओम समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। ओम सूत महामुने नमः। शुकब्रह्मर्षये नमः। वेदव्यास महर्षये नमः। नारद श्रीनारद महर्षये नमः। सनत्कुमारेभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री ब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कंदः मुक्तिर्हित्वा अन्यथा रूपम् स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ सप्तदशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच chant from mantra 43 for the sake of 42 onwards. ब्राह्मणस्य हि देहोऽयं क्षुद्रकामाय नेष्यते कृच्छ्राय तपसे चेह प्रीत्यानन्तसुखाय च शिलोञ्च वृत्त्या परितुष्टचित्तः धर्मं महान्तं विरजं जुषाणः मय्यर्पितात्मा गृह एव तिष्ठन् नातिप्रसक्तः समुपैति शान्तिं समुद्धरन्ति ये विप्रं सीदन्तं मत्परायणं तान् उद्धरिष्ये न चिरात् आपद्भ्यो नौरिवार्णवाद सर्वाः समुद्धरेत् राजा पितेव व्यसनात् प्रजाः आत्मानमात्मना धीरः यथा गजपतिर्गजान् एवं विधो नरबलिः विमानेनार्कवर्चसा विधूयेहा शुभं कृत्स्नम् इन्द्रेण सह मोदते सीदन् विप्रो वणिग्वृत्या पण्यैरेवापदं तरेत् खड्गेन वा पदाक्रान्तः नश्ववृत्त्या कथञ्चन वैश्यवृत्त्या तु राजन्यः जीवेन्मृगया वदे चरेद्वा विप्ररूपेण नश्ववृत्त्या कथञ्चन शूद्रवृत्तिं भजेद्वैश्यः शूद्रः कारुकटक्रियां कृच्छ्रान्मुक्तो न गर्ह्येण वृत्तिं लिप्सेत कर्मणा वेदाध्यायस्वधा स्वाहा बल्यन्नाद्यैर्यथोदयं देवर्षि पितृभूतानि मद्रूपाण्यन्वहं यजेत यदृच्छयोपपन्नेन शुक्लेनोपार्जितेन वा धनेन पीडयन् भृत्यान् न्यायेनैवाहरेत् क्रतोन् कुटुम्बेषु न सज्जेत न प्रमाद्येत् कुटुम्ब्यपि विपश्चिन्नश्वरं पश्येत् अदृष्टमपि दृष्टवता पुत्रदाराप्तबन्धूनां सङ्गमः पान्थसङ्गमः अनुदेहं वियन्त्येते स्वप्नो निद्रानुगो यथा इत्थं परिमृशन्मुक्तः गृहेष्वतिथिवत् वसन् न गृहैरनुबध्येत निर्ममो निरहङ्कृतः कर्मभिर्गृहमेधीयैः इष्ट्वा मामेव भक्तिमान् तिष्ठेद्वनं वोपविशेत् प्रजावान् वा परिव्रजेत यस्त्वासक्तमतिर्गेहे पुत्रवित्तेषणातुरः स्त्रैणः कृपणधीर्मूढः ममाहमिति बध्यते अहो मे पितरौ वृद्धौ भार्या बालात्मजात्मजाः अनाथा मामृते दीनाः कथं जीवन्ति दुःखिताः एवं गृहाशया क्षिप्त हृदयो मूढधीरयम् अतृप्तस्ताननुध्यायन् मृतोन्धं विशते तमः। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादशस्कन्धे सप्तदशोऽध्यायः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ अष्टादशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच वनं विविक्षुः पुत्रेषु भार्यां न्यस्य सहैव वा वन एव वसेत् शान्तः तृतीयं भागमायुषः कन्दमूलफलैर्वन्यैः मेध्यैर्वृत्तिं प्रकल्पयेत् वसैतवल्कलं वासः तृणपर्णाचिनानि च केशरोमनखश्मश्रु मलानि बिभ्रूयाद्दतः न धावेदप्सु मज्जेत त्रिकालस्थण्डिलेशयः ग्रीष्मे तप्येत पञ्चाग्नेन वर्षाश्वासारषाड्जले आकण्ठमग्नः शिशिरे एवं वृत्तः तपश्चरेत् अग्निपक्वं समश्नीयात् कालपक्वमथापि वा उलूकलाश्मकुट्टो वा दन्तोलूकल एव वा स्वयं संचिनुयात् सर्वम् आत्मनो वृत्तिकारणं देशकालबलाभिज्ञः नाददीतान्यदाहृतं वन्यैश्च रुपुरोडाशैः निर्वपेत् कालचोदितान् न तु श्रौतेन पशुना मां ये जेतवनाश्रमे अग्निहोत्रं च दर्शश्च पूर्णमासश्च पूर्ववत चातुर्मास्यानि च मुनेः आम्नातानि च नैगमैः एवं चीर्णेन तपसा मुनिर्दमनि सन्ददः मां तपोमयमाराध्य ऋषिलोकादुपैति माम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री भागवत शरणं मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्री सूत शरणं मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम, श्री व्यास शरणं मम, श्री नारद शरणं मम, श्री कुमार शरणं मम, श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्री विष्णु शरणं मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ओम स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्यं रसः अदपि बन्धु तद्भाग्याहमामुञ्चदगरहिचित्। ओम नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिरित्वान्यदारूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ सप्तदशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच Having saluted the Lord and also Gurus, every day when we do so, may we observe that we are becoming more deeper, sincere in our prayers, in our namaskaras, in our prarthana. That really helps us a lot. Today, one thing in the introduction for 2 minutes, what we see is we are human beings. We are stationed, positioned in our life amidst this world. Certainly, to our position, there are always some adhikaras, some rights will be there. Many of us focus only on the rights, forget the other aspect called as the duties. We consider the rights as rights and duties are the burdens. What we forget here is what which is given to us as the duties that not only makes our presence in the world useful for the world, not only gives us a name and fame that we have done our duty, what most important thing we miss is that performance of those duties according to our own position in the society alone is the cause for the next stage of evolution. This one thing, if it clicks to us, then we will never give up our duties. Performance of duty is not to be taken as a burden. It should be taken as an opportunity, a chance. Because fulfilling them, we are promoted, we are evolved, we are given higher and greater opportunities. Once gone there, there again there are some beautiful rights. Yes, you claim them, you go through them, you enjoy them, but again there are some duties at that level. Perform them, then go to the next. In this way, the one who values only duty rights, not at all the duties, is not performing duty, therefore he will be demoted. The one who is balancing both of them, enjoying the rights as well as performing the duties, he evolves. Rights doesn't matter, but I'll perform more and more duties. He will really be appreciated by the Almighty Lord, the Masters all. Then his evolution will be very, very fast. Who focuses only on his duties exclusively. And always the duty is external, duty is internal, duty is spiritual, wherever we stay. These duties in Sanskrit is called as dharma. And they have basis. The basis is our guna. According to that, we are divided into four varnas. And each varna has got again four stages of life. From the birth to till death, they are called four ashrama. In this chapter, Bhagavan is giving us the duties to be performed in various stages so that he will get a chance to promote us. That performance of duty qualifies us in the sense our antakarana become more matured in the attitude of performance and also in the skills which are used for performance. Naturally, you get a better opportunity. So I'll escalate you, I'll promote you, but you also have to perform what I say. They are called as duty. So thus, if Sudra performs his duties properly, he'll get promotion to become Vaishya. So too next to the Kshatriya. Then the Brahmana. Brahmana performing duty, he'll become one with Lord. Conversely, if Brahmana is not performing his duty, he'll be demoted to next. In the ashrama vyavastha also, if brahmachari performs his duty of thoroughly studying the masters in the Gurukula with the Guru, then he'll be so beautifully able to do his life of Gruhastha ashrama. He does Grahastha ashrama if very dutifully, then he'll have very less regrets in Vanaprastha to wipe off from his antakarana and get it purified. And the one truly follows all the Vanaprastha Lakshana, his heart is so crystal clear, he'll have no hesitation at all to enter into the next stage of sannyasa ashrama. And a sannyasi, when as he is given the duties he performs, he will just experience the Lord. Knowing this, instead of listening to the senses and mind and the laziness, mind and senses want the desires to be fulfilled, and the laziness in us wants us to relax or sleep. If we can escape their clutches, if we free the intellect from their clutches, what are the intellect's bondage? Whatever mind desires, intellect fulfills it with plans. Whatever the senses desire, intellect fulfills all that with the plan. Thus, now our great valuable intellect is the slave to them. Instead of that, if the intellect has got knowledge and higher goal as the conviction or base. With that, if the intellect can say to the senses and mind, and then if it is applied towards doing the duties, that individual can see him evolving from the lower stage to the higher, greater stage. He can see his every aspect of life gets changed with a duty orientation. So the duty is dharma. So let us only involve in two. One, dharmas, all, then ultimate dharma of Bhagavan. Sarva dharma, practice. Then sarva dharma parityajya, Bhagavat prapti rupa, bhakti jnana dharma, practice. These are the only two things we have to do. Whatever artha and kama, they are only there for vyavahara. They are not goals. They are not even means. They are only for survival. So that you can fulfill the dharma and reach to the moksha. These are the few things in which deeply in our heart, when we are convinced, for that you have to work hard. You have to listen, you have to do mananam, chintanam. Deeply hours together we have to spend and keep on answering to our own mind's questions or demands. No, mind ही आर्ग्यू करते रहता है, but अब तक तो ऐसा जिया ना, लेकिन ऐसे करने से अच्छा रहेगा ना, अब इसको करके क्या फ़ायदा है ड्यूटी वगैरह? The mind will pose all doubts, all questions. It will frighten, it will threaten. No, if you do like this, all your friends will leave you because they are adharmic. If you become dharmic, they leave you and go. How can you be without your friends? You know, ऐसा में कह रहा हूँ बहुत सारे ये reasons को like a lawyer in the court, the mind brings. So it takes time for the intellect to answer all of them. Both are happening in me only. Like I tell you, should I do the classes or not? Continuously the discussion goes on. Mind says stop it. People also get up for bored 2 years more than you are doing it. Give them at least 10 years of holiday. They'll put a mala to your photo. They are all mind's arguments. Anyway, there are only 3, 4 people, and you don't know that they are Brahmagnani already. Is it not? One by one becoming Brahmagnani and leaving you. So why do you continue? All the mind says. Intellect also tries to bend to it. Ah, yeah, yeah, at least we'll finish. I always think by the end of this month I'll finish. Today month ending, no? 31st January. So whatever, jahan tak hua, chhod. But then again, some grace from the divine comes and answers all of them. Are you there in front of you? No. Then why do you conclude that they are listening or not? You go on telling to the computer. It is for your sake only. See, you are also becoming familiar with what is given in the Shastra. Your knowledge becoming sustained, stabilized. Else, you'll forget everything. If you're not a speaker, you are useless than them. They at least do homework when I don't take class. But if you don't take class, you don't even study. So better it is in your own interest you study and take class. No, these are all the higher intellects protect me to do my dharma of swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam. It's everyday struggle. Interesting point. Everyone will have in life struggle while performing duty. The mind always has some excuse. Ultimately, mind sees to it that we perform the duties bitterly, means with a bitter attitude, half-hearted, or reducing our intensity or intention. Somehow the mind will win. But a highly evolved intellectual person never allows the mind to dominate. He knows this is duty. He makes it a pakka compulsion and conviction. He will perform it to the best of his abilities. Mukta Sangha Samachara. He will be truly. He is not only conquered the mind, but then he, because doing Uttama Karma, he will get Uttama Phala. Uttama Gati, Uttama Loka, Uttama Ananda. As we grow spiritually, the Ananda is not objective, it is subjective. The subjective Ananda is heart is cleared. There is always self confidence and respect that we are moving towards the Lord in our spiritual pursuits. ये वाला आनंद आता है. It's much better than all Vaishayika Ananda. Keeping that in mind only, Bhagavan Krishna or all Rishi Muni, in all Pustakas, Shastras, they give us the Dharma, especially Varna and Ashrama. So in Bhagavat Mahapurana also, it came in 7th Skanda when Yudhishthira asked Naradji, that time also, after telling the Deva, Daivi Lakshanas Prahlada, Asuri Lakshanas Hiranyakashavo, then Manaviya Lakshanas, while saying so, Naradji elaborated to Yudhishthira. We have studied. And also in earlier Skandas it came, but here to Uddhavaji Bhagavan Krishna systematically, exhaustively is giving Dharmas, Varnas and Ashramas. Same continuation, very many other beautiful Shastra. Study all of them and get convinced. This is my ashrama, this is my varna, and these are my dharma as told by Krishna. Because he told to please him, I'll perform. Rest is left to him. He will take care. In this attitude, then you're occupied constructively, you're occupied as told by Shastra, and you're occupied by doing what your beloved Lord Krishna says. All these are positive. From that only comes the satisfaction of living life. Okay. Now here we have seen the Brahmacharya Ashrama Dharmas exhaustively. And now Gruhastha Ashrama Dharmas also almost Bhagavan has given us. In the next chapter 18th, which is so full and complete. One of the topmost beautiful chapters. 18th chapter Yad Rakhna of 11th Skanda. The Vanaprastha and Sannyasa Ashramas are exhaustively told to us. Then comes in the 19th chapter another beautiful topic of bhakti sadhana, all of them. It goes on. By the end of 24, 25th chapter, maybe next 8 to 10 chapters, will have the Jnana Bodha by Krishna to Uddhava. This goes on. Now, yesterday we saw how the Gruhastha Ashrama Dharmas are beautifully mentioned, along with which were already told when in the Varna Dharma, the same thing came. Just if you touch upon three, four very salient topics which we dealt yesterday. One is Brahmanasya hi dehoyam Kshudra Kamaya na ishyate. Any human life is not for Kshudra Kama, in that especially the Brahmana Deha, Brahmana Janma. What for the Brahmana Janma has to be used? Krutsraya tapasecha iha. With all the difficult things, difficulties or struggles, rather than difficulties, struggles, tapase, he'll have to do only tapasya. Tapasya, adhyanam, adhyapanam, upasana, yajnayagadi, for everybody's sake and for his own sake, study of the Upanishads and the Vicharana and Dhyanam. This is what for he should do. When he does this, what will be the result subsequently? Pretya Ananta Sukhaya cha. All these tapasyas done by him leads to the Ananta Sukha. Pretya means having gone detached from this Jiva Deha Bhava while living itself, it's still possible. Or at least in the next life, definitely Ananta Sukha will come to. When it is Ananta Sukha, it can't be anything other than Brahma Sukha. All Indradi Sukha also, they are not Ananta, they are all Santa. So in this way, when tapasya, jnana, bhakti, upasana, when he does, he gets liberated. For that, Brahmana Deha is given, precious. So as a Brahmana, you get namaskar, chamatkar, anybody, everybody, that is your rights. Some higher pedestal you are put at. All that is good. You are enjoying the rights as I said in the introduction, but duties also are there. When the duties to society is performed and duty to yourself performed of evolution, Anantaya Kalpate. We saw about Brahmana must recognize his birth and all, take care. Then Bhagavan to clearly said, the Brahmana who is Shiloncha Virtya Paritushta Chittaha, the one who is contented with, not depending on anyone, depending only on the Shiloncha for his own life. Dharmam Mahantam Virajam Jushanaha, that Mahan Dharma Brahmanatva when he is fulfilling, Shamodamasta Pashav Shakshantirajam, which are told in Gita here also. Virajam is Kamana. Virajam is Nishkama Rupena. When he is doing that, Jushanaha, Justam Yada Pashyati, then my Arvidatma, when he keeps on offering himself to me, Bhagavan, I am yours, I am your Bhakta, your Sadhaka, your Dasa. Please take me into your fold. You are the only one who is there for me. I have no one other than you. I am all alone. Nobody is with me to help me. Because for the outer things, people may help. Who can help us? Our mind's kshobha. Who can help us for our intellectual dullness, which is becoming slave to senses and all? Who will help outer persons? Nobody. Who will help us when we are tortured by our own negative habits, our own vasanas? कोई नहीं कर सकता. Therefore, in that prayers, you alone are the savior to me. When we offer ourselves to him, Maya Arpita Atma, these are the things. Maya Arpita Atma, Gruhe eva tishtan, though he is going through the Grihastha Ashrama, na ati prasaktaha. Gruhe eva tishtan, na ati prasaktaha. By doing all this, one more thing is one, not too much attached to the Grihastha Ashrama dharmas. Do it, but Grihastha Ashram se, Grihastha janjal se, janjal se, ज़्यादा जो असक्त नहीं है, conscious careful है. Those things will be told toward the end of this chapter. Those 4 shlokas are dedicated for this topic. Na ati prasaktaha sam upaiti shantima. He will get that samyak shanti, the ultimate shanti. Tesham shanti, shashwati netaresham. As said, the shanti of the samudra. When all the rivers merge in samudra, how the quietness. Apuryamana vasala pradishtam. Samudramabha pravishanti yadvat. Tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve. Sa shanti mapnoti. As said in the Gita. So that peace, that joy of knowing the truth, he will get being in Grihastha Ashram only when that Brahmana lives life like this, which is possible. Beautiful. See, in all our scriptures, as regard the world is concerned, only 2 things they say. One, do your duty in the world. Second is whatever charity, whatever help, whatever service, whatever the love you can do, do it. More than that, the world should not have any extra importance and value in our life. If at all it is there, it's only mind's imagination. That's the cause of bondage. Protect oneself from all those imaginations, projections. I am here only to perform my duty, and any help needed to my capacity, I'll do. More than that, with the world, I have no relation, no contact, no other purpose. Our next purpose is my own spiritual personal sadhana. I have to quieten my mind, sharpen my intellect, control my senses and body. With that sharp intellect, I must pursue the truth through the study of Shastra as indicated by them on the seat of Dhyanam. This is a picture should be very clear, helps us a lot. Okay, now he is talking about other two varnas mainly, Kshatriya Vaishya. If any Brahmana is in difficulties, be careful, listen. If one is able to take care of them, protect them, Samuddaranti ye vipram, Sidantam and Matparayanam. A great Brahmana who is a dedicated devotee, but out of some prarabdha is going through tough times. If somebody helps them, lifts them from those financial crises or health problem, जो भी हमने कल कहा सारे तान उद्धरिष्य नचिरात आपद्भ्यः नो हि मनवात. Like the samsara from the ocean, the boat protects us. In the same way, I will uddharishye apadbhyaha. I will do the uddharana of them from all the apadas. And what are their apada? Again, apada for everyone is ignorance and samsara. Means what? If you are taking care of Brahmana, you are given mukti from the samsara liberation. देखो कितना वैल्यू भगवान ने दिया. It is something like that story. How much ever it is connected, related, I'll try to say, but you catch. If story doesn't click completely, you leave it. That example. The example of the Gajendra and the crocodile. So crocodile was holding to Gajendra, his feet. Bhagavan gave mukti first to the crocodile, not to Gajendra. Why did you give mukti to that one who was troubling your bhakta? You may be seeing that he is traveling, but I see it the other way around. The crocodile held the feet of my bhakta, that is Gajendra. Therefore, he deserves mukti first. He held it with a negative notion, therefore his head is cut. That's okay. That's anyway body, तो कभी तो गिरना है. So कोई फर्क नहीं. But the jiva in him held to the feet of my bhakta, he is given liberation. So too, a guru bhakta, is it not? A bhakta of the Brahmana, sevaka, he gets more quickly the liberation than even that guru or Brahmana. Bhagavan says, Tan uddharishe nachirat. Not soon, not very far, very soon, not delayed. Very early I will do the uddhara of them. Bhagavan himself very secretly has put to that point. Like in the treasure hunting, secretly the things are put, the instructions, you have to find it, go toward the treasure. Treasure of Mukti का एक नया secret यहाँ भगवान ने reveal की. Uddharana of the Brahmana you do by helping them, you are rewarded with Mukti. You know, suddenly in all the Padma Bhushan, Vibhushans or all these gallantry awards given, they are like that only. He doesn't know that his work has such a value. Suddenly his call comes from Rashtrapati Bhavan, for you are this valorous actor, therefore you are given this. In the same way, Bhagavan says, I'll do the Uddharana of Kshatriya, Vaishya, you all, if you are helping Brahmana. Because many times Bhagavan said, Brahmana is my own Rupa. You know, Varnanam Brahmanoham, even in the Varnanam Pratamaha, Ashramanam Antyaha. You know, in all the Varnas, I am Brahmana, in the Varna, I am in the Ashrama, I am the Sannyasa. Bhagavan told us in the Vibhuti Yoga. This is not to be mistaken by the other Varnas to feel they are low. No. These are addressed to Brahmana that you are given such a value by me. Please withstand to that value, means make that value valuable, which I am giving you by following your dharma. Because you are on the top. If you misuse the opportunity, you don't follow your rules or values or dharma, others get misguided by you. Brahman ही नहीं कर रहा है, मैं क्यों करूं? Whether other follows or not, you keep on doing, other you will follow. That's what we saw yesterday. Now about Raja, Bhagavan told. Raja is Kshatriya. So Ashrama Dharma mein Kshatriya Grahastha Ashrami, who is generally expected to be a Raja or any ruler somewhere. What I should do? Sarvaha samudharet Raja piteva vyasnat prajaha. There are only two things are told as the Grahastha kshatriya ko. First, atmanam atmana samudharet. He should not depend on others. He should help himself first of all. Then, being yet such a powerful Raja, all praja depends on you. Therefore, with the prema toward them as the santana, you being like a pita, you see that they come out of all vyasana, dukkha, kashta. Sarvaha samudare is Raja. Raja should uplift all prajaha. Pita iva vyasanat. Like the father helps the children from the vyasana means difficulties, troubles, problems. Atmanam samudharan. Atmanam atmana. And he should have the dhirata for both. Helping himself to protect himself and also the entire praja. Yatha Gajavatir Gaja. Example is the elephant king protects itself and then protects all other elephants. So, in this way, when the Raja does it, for him also, evam vidaha narapatihi. When the Raja lives life like this, protecting himself, helping others to come out of difficulty, all financial, health wise, सब निरंतर राजा का दृष्टि प्रजा के सेवा में. Then what will happen to him? Vimanena arkavarchasa. Viduyaha shubham. Sara ashubha, impurity, vasana, everything gets burnt here. Then Vimanena arkavarchasa. The Vimana of the light of the sun, he'll be seated. Krushnam Indrena saha modate. So Indrena saha swargame modate. Interesting point, because he was Raja here, in the Swarga he will be with the Raja Indra there, sitting with him and enjoying with him. All facilities of Indra he will get. He may not become Indra. In the Banekri, when 100 times Ashwamedha Yaga, equivalent Punya one has to do. That much is not done, but Indrena Sahamodate he'll have some time spent with Indra when he is in the Indra Lok. That's how benefit to Raja. If he does his, along with his Grahastha Ashrama Dharma, see, taking care of family, wife, children, oneself, they are common dharma everywhere. हमारे गृहस्थ उसको स्पेशली बोलना नहीं. इधर एक ऐड कर रहे हैं, being Raja, take care of प्रजा. Now this thought we saw yesterday. सीधन विप्रह वणिग्वृत्या पन्नीरे padam thare. आपदाओं के समय, इमरजेंसी के समय, विप्र can take up the Vaishya Vritti. Khatgena va apadakrantah, he may take even the Kshatriya Vritti. But Nashva Vrittya Kathanchana, he should not go for the fourth or the Antyaja Vritti. Very spashta. Second one, Vaishya Vrittya tu Rajanyaha. Raja can take up Vaishya Vritti, the Kshatriya. Jivet Mrugaya Pade. If it is emergency, he can go for Mrugaya. Mrugaya means hunting and all. Then Charedva Vipra Rupena. He may do little of Vipra Rupa karma for his own protection from the emergency. But he also, na Swavruttya Kathanchana. The Raja should not fall down to Swavrutti, Shudra Vritti, or the next one of Chandala Vritti. Very specific it is. Our life is not for that. In this only we negotiate. Already the sanctions are given, no? You can do the Vaishya work. Brahmana is given both the chances. And Raja has said both Vaishya or Brahman ke tarah bhi temporarily ji sakte. Or in the same way, Shudra Vritti Bhajed Vaishya, Shudra Karkata Kriyama, Shudra Vritti can be done by the Vaishya. By Shudra, if it is no chance for his services, he can take up Karukata Kriya of making all this. Chatai banao, ya kambal banao, ya sone ke liye banate bontalo. They shout, all that one can do. Kruchrat mukto nagarhena vrittim lipseta karmana. So once you are freed from the kruchrata, difficulty, emergency, come back to your own ashrama or varna dharma. Don't get attached to that work. Give it to someone, come back to your original. Always be, what is main thing here? Always be conscious about to which varna we belong. Justify that. Okay. After this, in the next mantra, we saw कि वेदाध्याय सदा स्वाहा बल्यन्नाद्यैर यथा उदयम देवर्षि पितृभूतानि मद रूपाणि अनु अहम यजयितो. So with the pancha yajnas, the pancha runas, pancha sevas we have to do. Deva yajna, rishi yajna, pitru yajna, bhuta yajna, manusya yajna. It's a must for all of us consciously. That's how we can clear our the runas. When you clear runa, more runas are given, no? More help comes to us. If you don't clear the debts taken, the new debts nobody gives. New help nobody gives. We have explained yesterday, so we will not talk much about it. Now, These Gruhasthas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Trivarna, importantly, they have to do as the above said five things with their own positively earned wealth. It never goes according to Shastra and spirituality that I want to perform big, big yajnas. For that, I need lot of money, and that money I'll get by cheating others, by looting from others. ये नहीं चलता. It's always wrong. The concept itself is wrong. Lord will never be pleased with such yajnas. That is why very specifically a complete shloka is dedicated to say this point. What Bhagavan says here, yadruchaya upapannena. Yadruchaya upapannena, that which has come to you effortlessly, not by cheating anyone. Second is Shuklena Uparjitena va, or that wealth which is earned by you by your righteous means of hard work. With that wealth only, Dhanena Apidayan Dhanena goes with that. Yadrushaya Upapannena Shuklena Uparjitena va Dhanena. With the wealth earned by righteous means, or which comes to you accidentally by some destiny, you have not cheated anyone, you didn't work, you parents का आपको आ गया ऐसा वैसा, उस तरह के धन से आप ही डयन भृत्यान. Prutyan means not troubling servants or those who depend on you. Nyayena eva aharet kratuna. Within the Nyaya Rupa only kratuna aharet, all the Yajna Yaga one must do. What means what? Whatever taxes you have to pay, you pay. Whatever salaries you have to give, you give. Whatever the minimum amounts have to be required to be given to the children or family to maintain, do. After that only, with the money, you do the kratu, whatever is possible. This is general. With the consensus of the family members, even the luxuries, comforts of them also, if they sacrifice, with their permission, use that wealth for the anushtana of yagna upas. कहीं होते हैं. When the husband says भागवत सप्ताह मैं करवाना चाहता हूँ, but money उतना नहीं है, कुछ 2-3 लाख खर्च होता है. We have only, she says you take this, I'll give, करेंगे. With their permission we can. You can't do. मुझे ये करनी है भागवत सप्ताह, तो तुम्हारा पैसा दे दो, गहना में दे दो. Then she will cry. That crying Bhagavata Lord Vishnu doesn't want. Shuklena uparjitena, yadruchaya upannena dhanena. Then Bhrutyan na apidyan Bhrutyan, Nyayena eva aharet kraton. With that Nyaya Rupa only kratu, any of that spiritual activities, when you get done, do it like that only. Even Dhanadi also, even the charities, which is given for the tax exemption and etc. I'll not talk much about it, but the white money which you earn, hard work, that dana, whether it is the people or in the temples, has more value, even though it is by quantity maybe less. A hard working person, 5 रुपए भगवान चढ़ाए, a black money वाला 5 लाख भी चढ़ाए उससे ज्यादा. Because giving is what? Giving your own, no? Your own means you worked hard and you earned. The other 5 lakhs, you're not your own. You cheated somewhere, if at all I am saying. Is it not? How can the Lord appreciate that? If that is the case, then Lord must be such a cruel Lord, a crooked Lord. He prompting everybody to do all anyayam, akramam, all negative and earn money and give me. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है भगवान. It is illogical, it doesn't suit. It doesn't fit in that logic. Giving is giving what belongs to you. What belongs to you is what you earned by righteous means. उसका देना देना होता है. नहीं तो हर किसी का दे के आपको देने दे मेरे को क्या होगा? But one concession is there. What if he is giving those 5 lakhs for some charitable activity? Whosoever dhana he has looted, to them some consolation Lord will give, because he knows the proper distribution system. That much consolation will give, by which his punishment papa will be reduced. दान का फल नहीं मिलेगा, पाप का निष्कृति होता है. मगर दान तो तुम्हारा तो नहीं था वो. These are the very subtle things, very you have to understand. Now comes these 3, 4, 7 shlokas are very, very crucial, subtle and important, but then difficult to understand or accept, digest, and practice. It's open secret. There is nothing to be hidden. And all Shastra's final words are to be growing spiritually only. From that standpoint only, they tell us what to do, what not to do. आध्यात्मिक प्रगति को मन में रखकर, spiritual evolution को मन में रखकर ही the final do's and don'ts they prescribe. Because that is the ultimate goal, which a human being can reach, must reach. What he says, so kutumbeshu na sajjeta. Never get too much entangled in the only grahastha ashrama kutumba, his own life. At the cost of your own social dharmas, at the cost of your own sadhanas. And then na pramadyet kutumbi api. And while being kutumbi also, na pramadyeta. Don't be in the pramada inadvertence of not fulfilling your duties. So, what is simple meaning of first line? Kutumbeshu na sajjeta na pramadyet kutumbi api means what? Don't forget doing the dharma. Same time, don't get entangled. Pramad bhi nahi karna. What is pramada here? Non-performance of duty. There are very many families we can see the head of the family irresponsible. That's called pramada. He never gets that money, never takes care. He is capable. He got the money also, but he misuses somewhere. How many families? We don't know about the entire world. Wo bhi sakta hoga in India only. There were some crores of families where head of the family misuses the wealth given by the Lord in some negative activities rather than giving proper facilities to the family. बच्चों को खाना ठीक नहीं, कपड़ा ठीक नहीं, पढ़ने का सहूलियत ठीक नहीं है, but he spends his money for drinks and all that. That's called pramad. Oh, very important. They are never enemy allowed. Even if you take care of all the family, still if you have excessive money, help it in philanthropical activity, use it. You have no right to misuse money. That's the meaning of na pramadyeta. Okay, na pramadyeta. And na sajjeta means not fully involved only in that. Both, when you give them love, comforts, they also reciprocate. Oh, both मजा आ रहा है करके भी नहीं फंसना. They are not listening to you, you are not listening to you. Always in every relation of two people, such crests and troughs of periods come. Being together lovingly for some time. And you fight and don't talk to each other sometime. That's how it happens. For some years, you may not care only your husband. Suddenly, it love so much comes that you leave everybody. भगवान गुरु सबको छोड़ के यू विल चिपको. इट इज अ फनी थिंग लाइफ में ना, क्या होता है कब होता है नहीं पता. सो इन बोथ केसेस व्हाट कम्स टू अस थ्रू प्रारब्धा न सज्जेता. In that, what is your dharma, you do. Among dharmas, one dharma is care, love, concern. That should not become an attachment. That should not make you fully involved only in that. Reserve your freedom wherever you are. Because first you are a human being and you have to be Adhyatmik Sagataka. Then only all these relativities have come. Is it not? And second thing was, all those individuals also are independent when it comes to spirituality. They are all individual jiva. No relation between wife and husband beyond that marital as regards the jiva bhava is concerned for their own personal sadhana evolution. हो ही नहीं सकता. For the clarity of some runanubandham in this life, as so many relations, this also relation. Nothing is permanent. Ultimate तो हो ही नहीं सकता कोई. This keeping this knowledge behind न सज्जेता. Not see that balance striking, neither be responsible nor be too attached. How to do, you find it your own say. So, kutumbeshu na sajjeta na pramadyet kutumbyapi. Now, one by one, the very serious thoughts are coming up. How to do, sir, this thing? Vipaschito, be a vipaschit, a thinker, an observer of what is happening in everybody's family's lives, and also study all Shastra and have a wisdom. What is the wisdom of the Vipaschita? Nasuram Pashyetu. Understand that all these are permanent nahi hai. And with all you are taking care of your dharmas and punya, when you are going to get higher words like of sarga, etc., adrushtavapi drushtavat nashrameva. This is drushta. You have worked hard, you are getting lot of joy, but not permanent. Even adrushtam also, the unknown worlds which are guaranteed to you out of your own satkarma, punya karma, they also are nashvara. Please keep in mind. If you don't entertain this thought, we will work for it. Then we will always be in the nashvara jagat of this or that. When you enter this thought strongly, then we will be getting the another thought of then what is permanent? He becomes truly spiritual. Permanent is only in Paramatma. Such one alone, after Grihastha, can take a Vanaprastha and Sannyasa and know the truth. Else he will be caught up only in this Grihastha ashrama. Every life he will be like that only. So here also all Nashwaram, hereafter also all that Nashwaram. Forever is only spiritual. So Grihastha mein rahte mein bhi, if not immediately after married, next day only, don't talk to the wife or husband like that कि मैं भागवत पढ़ा उसमें कहा कोई भी शाश्वत नहीं पागल. After certain life at least of 40-50 years, not 40-50, married golden jubilee years, उम्र 50, शादी करके 20-25 हो गया होगा. As we are clearing all the responsibilities, slowly this thought should come. Never any shock should be there in life. Surprise should be there in life. This is the highest maturity and wisdom. How do we avoid the shocks and surprises? When we know that nothing is permanent. Anything can change. Then you will have shock. Especially the human relations. I tell you in my life experience, friends are this or that. आपको भी हुए होंगे. I to get shock after shock only every month, every 2 months, every year. That is only to teach us convincingly that nobody, no thing, no relation is permanent. You can't trust, that's it. If you are spiritual, whomever you trust, that person alone will make you hurt and suffering so much till you get that vairagya detachment. Because not permanent. Why all that happens? Only to make us hold on to permanent, which is in our own interest. It's all in good. All such happenings or rules Bhagavan keeps in the world only to make us evolve. हमेशा भगवान के goodwill में हमें भरोसा रहना चाहिए. Giver as he gives everything in our own interest. Then you will accept everything, though going through the pain, but you will accept it. Once you accept, the pain goes away. Till you don't accept, it goes on paining. You will accept only when you have faith that it is given by the Lord and He has given it only in my own interest. No bereavements, no cheatings will trouble us if this is understood. No breakages of trust will trouble you. This is also for my good. Don't talk outside like that, but inside you feel it, encash those timings and opportunities. So, na sajjeta, because prashet nashwaram. Now, very, very dangerous sentence coming. He'll have to say. He says, putra, children, dara, wife and husband, apta, all very close relations, bandhu, little distant relations, sangamaha, being with them in a human life is like what? Pantha Sangamaha. It is like while going to some destination en route in bus or train or car or flight, we meet some people. It is like that only. No, this is one of the very important thought. When it is digested as early as possible, 2-3 things will happen. One, excessive attachment goes away, and if one is wise, loves that relation and does all the justification, and more wise, you will see even in that relativity Bhagavan's grace. First understand it is Pantha Sangamaha. You're traveling from Bombay to Delhi in train. So you are in that sleeper or AC coach, whatever. Every bogie is not yours, though you are a bogie. In that only one berth is yours. There are 8 berths there, 7 more are there. तो एक दूसरे से अब बात होती है. पहले जमाने में प्यार से इतने बात करते, चढ़ते ही अच्छा आप भी आ रहे हो, कहाँ जा. अब तो 20-24 घंटे फ्रॉम कन्याकुमारी टू कश्मीर ट्रेन में 68 आवर्स भी ट्रैवल करो, एक दूसरे से बात नहीं करने वाले जकड़े हुए अकड़े हुए अहंकारी हैं आजकल लोग. That anyway you and I know it. But I'm just telling generally. Still there are some khush mizaj people, those initiate talk and wonderfully make good friendship and all. They share everything also. I'm talking about that ideal thing. Panta Sangamaha. But it's only for those few hours. Why we say? How many people we might have met in our travels, in our whatever the life we lived so far? Panta Sangamaha. Panta Sangama includes everything. When you go for a shop, people who buy for you, the postmen who come to your house, सब है ना, courier people they came and went. कितने आजकल तो every day some people come to new people to us for the sake of delivering what we order online. How many time you traveled in the taxis and all? Who are the drivers and all? If share taxi, how many people? बस में गए तो कितने? ये सब पान था. They all, none of them were with us permanently. In the same way, all these Putra, Dara, Apta, Bandhu are in between only our friends. None of them are going to be permanent. We are traveling in our own path towards our own evolution. That doesn't mean you neglect them. When it is at Pantha, as long as traveling together, help each other. करते कि नहीं ट्रेन में? हाँ, बाटल पानी का बोतल खरीदने लाए, कहाँ जा रहे पानी बोतल, मेरे भी ले आओ. तो ही गोज इन द नेक्स्ट स्टेशन, किस लिए चाय मैं ले आता हूँ, चाय आपके लिए. अच्छा फल चाहिए आपको, ये लो अकेला ले लो. आपके लिए मैंने ऑर्डर किया, आप सो रहे थे, लंच. डोंट वी डू ऑल दैट इन द ट्रेन? अच्छा किया आपने? मैं तो डर ही रहा था क्योंकि भूख भी लग रही थी मुझे. इट हैपेंड सो मेनी टाइम्स. द को ट्रैवलर ऑर्डर्स लंच, ही ग्रेसफुली एक्सेप्ट, थैंक गॉड. अदरवाइज क्योंकि रात में फिर 9 बजे मिस हो गया, अगले दिन तक कुछ खाने को मिलता नहीं. दिस आर ऑल इंटरेस्टिंग. सो म्यूचुअल हेल्प इज देयर, म्यूचुअल ट्रस्ट इज देयर. थोड़ा बैग संभालते रहिएगा, मैं थोड़ा सा जाके आता हूँ. दूसरे कोच में हमारे दोस्त हैं. हाउ नाइस इट इज. दिस इज लव, दिस कंसर्न, दिस हेल्प, बट नो अटैचमेंट. सेम वे पुत्र दारा आप गुरु बंधु. Don't entangle at the cost of your sadhana. Very, very important. And don't be without doing duty also. So Putradara Apta Bandhunam Sangamaha, Panta Sangamaha. Even this also, the teacher taught or teaching and listening wala, ये भी Panta only. Where were we together 2 years back? पता नहीं आप कितने बढ़िया स्वर्ग आनंद सुख में थे. Now I'm giving you Naraka. But luckily that Panta Sangama, this is not specially mentioned because there's no bondage here, you know. You know that you are making right full use of it. Panta Sangama. Then Anudeham Viyanti Ete. No, it's a very, very dangerous thing it is spoken. Anudeham Viyanti Ete means every leg they come and they go away. Do you remember who was your wife or husband earlier life? First of all, you're male or female, वो भी नहीं पता. कहाँ थे वो, कहाँ है वो लोग? Mind you, the earlier lives, whoever were there of our children, are they are here only around us. because इसी लोक में आना पड़ता है हमको. The Bhumandala is made for, like a train is made of journey people from this station to that station. इस गांव से उस गांव में जाने वालों के लिए ये ट्रेन है. So too this Prithvi is for those jivas, those who come here only again and again and be mutually doing whatever, they get liberated. So our own earlier lives, Bandhu Mitra, like if you are 70 years old, your parents have died 20 years, 30 years back. They must be here already. Even your own गली में वहाँ बैठे होंगे वही. हाँ, it is. If you are a Mahayogi, a higher sadhana, you will know all that. But by the time you become such a Mahayogi of knowing Punarjanma of yours and others, you will get out of all attachments. Just for sake of information, you will know. In the earlier life, I was this, they were mine, those relations. पता चलता है. But right now, in general, for all of us, नहीं पता. Like my parents, they died. They're already born somewhere. Where are they? I don't know. I might be parent in earlier life somebody. I died now. I am here. They may be around only, but don't know. Anudeham vyantete. See that point, which we never take so seriously, even though we may know it. Then what to do? Such wonderful people will not come every life. Therefore, love them, serve them. Same time, know that they can't be permanent. Is it not? Generally, no. You do Karva Chauth and all. If you are like that, it may come. No, सात सात जन्म का बंधन है हमारा करके. There's some exceptions तो हर जगह होते हैं, याद रखना बाबा. But in general तो अनुदेहम वियंति येते. Then स्वप्नो निद्रानुगो यथा. Just like every day there is a new dream. In dream, every day new story. Every day new friends, relations. New happenings there. हर सपना अलग होता है. Is it not? Some dreams repeatedly come कि मैं एग्जाम में फेल हो गया, मैं एग्जाम में फेल हो गई. जो बस लड़के ठीक नहीं पढ़ते हैं ना, उनको ऐसा ही आता है. हॉल टिकट गुम हो गया और एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में आई वेंट लेट. समथिंग फनी दैट रिपीटेडली कम्स. दैट्स ओके. आपको ये आता होगा आजकल. सपने में भी स्वामी जी प्रवचन लगा रहे, सपने में लगा रहे स्वामी जी. Is it not? But otherwise, dream is different. So to this one. Now be conscious about it. And also, with all problem, difficulty, if at all there, be lighter also. They are not going to be permanent. Entertain this thought when you are in physical difficulties, say mental disturbances by someone. It was not there in the past, it won't be in the future. Now I am going through. More importantly, while going through and when the good timings come, use that time, invest that time for knowing truth, becoming more closer to the truth. Through studies, स्वाध्याय, all that. ये बात हो गया दूसरा वाला. Then इत्थम परिमृशन. In this way, again and again thinking, muktaha, freed in his mind from extra bondages born out of ignorance. Gruheshu, now this is the most beautiful word. Atithivat vasan. Are baap re. In your own house, constructed by your own pensions and all. You have your own family members, yet you are an atithi. Two things, if it clicks to us in our life, two things, we are most matured. One, we are atithi in this world. Second, entire world happening is just like a dream. If these two we can hold. The extra burdens which we invoke because of the thought of permanency, the thought of reality, they go away. The burdens because we think it was going to be permanent and we think it is real. Not permanent, rejected by Atiti Bhava. Not real is rejected by the reality aspect, rejected by the Swapna Bhava. सपने में जैसे रहते वैसे रहना. मतलब क्या हुआ? When you wake up from Swapna, how much value give it to that? No, in the same. While living in Swapna, it appears to be real. So while conducting, you live it like a reality only while performing duty. आगे पीछे सपना. Like everyday class. While listening class, how sincerely you listen. Class के बाद सपना. हाँ देखो मेरे को ऐसे आदत हो गया. I thank you really. What I speak morning yesterday, I all forget nowadays. I tell you, सब आपकी कृपा है. भूल गए. स्वप्न बात. Your confidence is in another text, Swami will tell us anyway, we'll listen again. Is it not? अतिथिवत वसन. अब अपने ही घर में हम अतिथि है तो बाकी दुनिया में भी पूरे अतिथि हैं. What is the अतिथि का job? When you go as a guest, whatever they offer, you take. You can't steal anything from them. You can't extra demand. And you can never become owner of that graha where you went as atithi. Is it not? Guest comes, uses, goes. That's how guest houses are there, not own houses. When you go to guest house, like a guest, you are treated. Every facility is given. But जाते जाते you can't ask, इस टेलीफोन अच्छा लग रहा है मैं ले जाऊँ क्या या कुर्सी अच्छा है घर भेजो. नहीं होता है वो अतिथि बात. Suit any government office. You are given all facility. Retire होते हो बड़ा एक ट्रक लाकर, you can't take everything there. 20 साल से कुर्सी में बैठा हूँ, टेबल पे बैठा हूँ, विदाउट दैट आई कांट स्लीप, सो आई विल टेक इट. If you pay money for it, then you may be given another new thing will be replaced in the office after your own emotional attachment. But otherwise, not allowed. Atiti word understand. Atiti vadu vasana. And he is substantiating it. Na gruhai anubadhyeta. Never ever attached to grahastha ashrama sambandhas, works and all. Jitna जरूरत है उतना करना बस. It's a topic I can explain word by word, step by step, everything, but no need. You know it better than me. And wherever you are getting attached, as I said, there only Bhagavan gives such a pinching experience that you reconcile and become detached. And if you have such a family, wife and children or husband who trouble you, you are the most lucky fellow because you will never have attachment to them. Adrushta. Then you can attach to God, all in the good sense of mind freed from any entanglements for the sadhana. देखो हम कष्टों को तुरंत भूलते हैं, साधना में कष्ट हमको दुख नहीं देते, बट जो सुख है उसके बारे में अटैचमेंट्स होते हैं ना, दे वांट अस अगेन टू गो थ्रू दोज एक्सपीरियंसेस, देयरफॉर वी आर नॉट कंसिस्टेंट इन साधना, कंसिस्टेंट नहीं होते हैं. देयरफॉर न गृहैर अनुबध्येत. एंड हाउ टू डू दैट सर? निर्ममो निरहंकृतः. नो ममकार टू थिंग्स एंड बीइंग्स, नो अहंकार बिकॉज ऑफ योर पोजीशन एंड कंट्रीब्यूशन. Every day before sleep, we have to observe how was our day. In that, how much mamata ahankarata was there, because of which I was bound. Then plan for the next day. Tomorrow's entire day's duty are this. Perform my duty, love them, help everyone, but I must know I am an atithi. No mamata, no ahankar. This should not be told to them. That should not be appearing to them. These are all very subjective trainings that are objectively given, publicly given. And there's no problem in that. Wife, husband, both of them listen it, so both understand it. So we love each other as long as together. Then our paths are towards the ultimate. Clear? Nirmamo nirahankritaha. Very important point. Then one more. Karmabhir gruhamediyahi ishtva mameva bhaktiman. Such a grahastha, even that grahastha karmas or duties, whatever he is doing, if he is doing all of them as an yajna to me, as an offering to me, as a service to me. Hmm. Hmm. Karma, then if he does it as a bhakti to upasana, means I am fulfilling grahastha ashrama dharma, not to claim my arrogance, not to expect any reciprocation from them, not to get a Padmashri in the society. I am doing it as an offering to the Lord. The Lord has put me here. In fact, Lord only is the form of all of them. So taking care of them is service to the Lord only. The entire thing I am offering to Him. Like all these satsangas. He only employed us for the sake of the sustenance of Sanatana Dharma Shastra. We know it very clearly. Therefore, all these classes, whatever the phala, punya, karma, कोई भी हुआ इसमें, कृष्णार्पणम तदीयम वस्तु गोविंदा तुभ्यमेव समर्पये, we have no doubt at all. So to karmabhir gruhamediyaihi mameva ishtva. Having done my own worship through all the grahastha ashrama dharma, once the time of departure to the next stage comes, tishted vanam va upavishet prajavan va parivrajet. Tishtet vanam va upavishet prajavan va parivrajet. Once it is done, he can continue relaxing in the grahastha ashrama, giving responsibility to the next generation, or vanam va upavishet, he can go to vanavasa, or prajavan va even be with his own family, parivrajeta. He can become a parivrat also. तो गृहस्थ से गृहस्थ में ही रहो या वानप्रस्थ ग्रहण करो और परिव्राट बन लेना, कुछ भी. वानप्रस्थी बन गए तो you'll have freed from all detachment. परिव्राट बन गए तो you'll get अधिकार for वेदांत चर्चा विचारणा ओंकार उपासना. Thereby spiritual evolution is more guaranteed. Lord is not insisting here that pakka you must take vanaprastha. He will tell only the benefits of it. A matured shopkeeper will only tell the greatness of things. He will not insist. Krishna never insisted Arjuna. He said, Yathechasi tathakur. Here also, you continue to take Vanaprastha ashrama or you go for your sannyasa. If that is not done, detachments, doing grahastha ashrama karma, leaving it to the Lord, all of them giving responsibility to next generation and sitting alone in the room corner doing his sadhana. If he is not doing that, he is more and more entangled in the grahastha ashrama, even though the age is growing. Even though children are telling, Papa, मैंने दे दो, मैं करूँगा. अगर वो फंसा हुआ बंदा, उनको तो भगवान तो यहाँ डांट रहे हैं. And here he is giving us a picture of psychology, mind of a person who has not understood completely, therefore who is not detached, who is never aiming at the higher evolution, fully involved in Grahasthashrama. Even the age is 60, 70, 80, 90, they are mentioned. And majority of people you will see in this form. Out of them, few may go weekend classes to some ashrama, some guru, and they feel they're satisfied with that. Or maybe online, they may see on YouTube or somewhere in TV, every day one satsanga of Mahatma. बस 1 घंटा उसके बाद फिर अपना लाइफ फंसो. Majority तो they don't even do that. And what is their life? देखो भगवान कहते हैं यह तो आसक्तमति ही गेहे. The one who is convincingly attached to the grahastha ashrama. There also putra vitta ishana aturaha, who is too much attached to the children, grandchildren, and the vitta. Even then, again investing in the share bazaar, investing here and there, and only calculating in terms of if I buy a land there and its value after 5 years will become 3 times, if I have a lot of money, let me do that. Then running pillar to post for getting registration, this, that, this is called a vitteshana. उसमें 1 रुपया भी लेके नहीं जाएगा. It's full of time waste. You know, in earlier life you were a करोड़पति, but कहाँ है वो पैसा? इमेजिन अगर भगवान ने याद कराया मन को पिछले जन्म का, यू विल गो टू दोस फेलोज, ये मेरा पैसा है, वो भी और कहीं जाएगा. वर्ल्ड बिकम सो chaotic. If at all something is saving us is only our forgetfulness. Especially I am helped by that. दोनों बातें, हमको हमने किसको लोन दिया, किसने हमको दिया, हमारे पैसे किसने उड़ाए, यह सब अब याद करो पिछले जन्म का. Yeah. Nothing came earlier life. Say, what did you bring? Nothing. That's what the secret, which we listen 100 times but don't feel a touch of it. When we listen frequently this sentence, we come to this world without bringing anything. We go away from this world without taking anything that has some strong thing to touch us. So don't create that one which can't go with you. Don't waste your time and resources for that which can't go with you. That which goes with us is our only ajnanam, our own antakarna shuddhi, our own paripakvata. उसको पाना है, वही लेकर आए. What we brought is our own knowledge or wisdom, our own attachments, detachments, feelings inside, our own value system, samskara. वही लाकर आए ना, वही ले जाएंगे फिर हम. तो उसी के लिए प्रयत्न करना है, बाकी सब मिनिमम. See, even such a common sense also we don't know. Still run behind all that. Putra as well as vitta yeshana aturaha. Atura means continuously frightened, feared, restless, tensed about atura means. About putra and vitta. Putra means children, grandchildren. The end hota na uska. And they don't care you. Some attachment they'll have because you give them money, chocolates. Even they are attached. We should have common sense that we have to use time for sadhana. Let everybody good. That is their nobility. You should be detached. Go for sadhana. And one secret you might have got by now. Don't ask for better relations because relation itself is not better. It is bitter. Because we are to not for here for relativity, we are here for the absolute truth. What do you mean by better relation? Not so everybody listens to me, loves me. Then you are more caught up, no? देखो ना, कुछ नहीं पूछना. शत्रु मित्र महाकुर यत्न विग्रह संधव same way. Some maturity should come to us as early as possible. regarding our own subjective personal understandings and attitudes, thereby our life. खुद का कुछ बना के रखना है, उसके अनुसार ही जीना है, नहीं तो कंफ्यूजिंग रहता है हमारा जीवन. End of it, nothing is understood, nothing is substantially consciously done for evolution. ठीक है. और क्या है, यह तो आसक्त मत ही गे है, अटैच गृहस्थाश्रमम, पुत्र वित्तेषणातुरः, too much of attachment, putra vitta, strainah, attached to the stree or purusha, krupanadhihi, day by day is becoming krupana only by more and more dependency. As age grows, the krupanata grows because first thing is people stop respecting us. Your beauty of the face goes away. So those who loved you because of your beauty, they kick you and go. Your ability to help them goes away. Those who are depending on you because of your help, they go away. Even students leave the guru because guru is no more able to give the satsanga. They come for satsanga. Now we can't give tote bolenge. Ab ho gaya karke they'll go to other guru. And it is allowed. They have to grow. I'm giving this example because it is true. It's a fact. It's not that everybody who came to Gurudev stayed with him. Can't. So strainaha krupanadhihi I'm explaining. People to help, people to sympathize, people to love, कम हो जाते हैं. Then you will get that krupanata. At that time, if at all something can save us is our hold on spiritual sadhana. What can give us courage and dynamism or the daringness to continue the life is only that. देखो, even wife or husband now, they also devalue. You are no more valuable beyond a limit. Unless you are really having that discipline throughout life, you have proved time and again to the family that you are worthy of respect. She will not respect. He will remove like a kadi patta in the sambar. Outside all respectfully they talk. But then inside you स्त्राइण है तो यह बात हो जाएगा. देन वित्त पुत्र आसक्त है तो कृपणधि हो जाएगा. Then as the health slowly gives way, धीरे धीरे होता है कुछ सबको. I can't speak as I am doing after 10 years, just like what I was there 10 years back, I know that. Those who have heard the classes, how was the flow of Gita and all of that. 1.5 hour पता नहीं चलता था, 1 मिनट की तरह हो जाता था. ऐसे सोते थे लोग. Is it not? But now it is not there. Everyone will have old age. Clear? कहते हैं कृपणति ही मूढ़. Still he is not understanding they are temporary, there is something permanent, he must hold on to. That mudata continues. Mama ahamiti badhyate. And he goes on getting sufferings because of bandhana of mama, aham, aham, aham. On the face only they tell you we don't love you or like you, still we hold on. The most miserable thing is trying to find an answer for a thing where you can never find it. The answer question is why people don't like me or love me or leave me. There's no answer you can find. You have to drop the question. It is like that only. But I took care of them 40 years, पाला पोसा बड़ा किया. ये तो हर धर्म था, किसने बोला अटैच होने को. स्वामी आप मेरी जिंदगी में 60 साल पहले आते तो क्या मेरे को भी पाला पोसा करते थे. What will you do at that time? See, these are the crucial words. I have to spend some more time for this. Think about it. Help yourself in all goodwill, in good humor only. Let us not make any hatred, any bitterness should not come. If any Vedanta or Shastra creates bitterness while understanding as well as conducting life, either the speaker has gone wrong somewhere or we have misinterpreted it. All it is to save our skin, save our own mind from disappointment, from dejections, from those continuous frowning face of sadness and dukkha. Why me? Why this problem to me? ये खचरा इसका कोई जवाब नहीं है क्योंकि सवाल ही गलत है. Don't we suffer with all these things after certain age? Even in bereavements, wife or husband, one of them go early. Oh, he left and went away. अब मैं किसको रुलाऊं? He is so happy. When I say this, they become more miserable. How can you be happy? Is it not? मूढ़धीहि ममाहमिति बध्यते. Help oneself. So ड्यूटी के लिए हम है. इस गृहस्थ आश्रम भोग नहीं है. It is गृहस्थ आश्रम धर्म. There's difference in dharma and bhoga. There's nothing in the world as bhoga. It's only dharma. After dharma, what is there is yoga. Bhoga is a mental roga which leads to physical roga later on. Again mental roga. Some places, we have to strictly understand and cut the things in the mind. काट के फेंक देना उसको. कुछ चीजें मरा हुआ चूहे की तरह होता है मन में. क्या करोगे once you find a dead rat, अब बदबू कर रहा है, डाइनिंग टेबल में रखोगे उसको? You throw it away. Such bitter experiences and attachments are like dead rat. And dining table is a puja room. वहां ले जाते हो, मन खराब कर लेते हो उससे. उसको पोतली बांध कर ऐसे दूर फेंको कि उसका गंध तक हमको नहीं आए. And if anybody reminds also, जुगुप्सा कहते हैं इसको. You don't remember. In that way, there are some things in our life we have to cut and throw away. Which are they? Each one has his own. Discover what are they which are troubling continuously. बट जितना भी कहो ना, ये ज्ञान जब तक दृढ़ नहीं होता, जब तक इसका अभ्यास नहीं करते हैं सफिशिएंट टाइम तक, इसका मदद पूरे उस दुख को, अटैचमेंट को निकालने में पूरा काम नहीं करेगा. द स्पिरिचुअल साधना इज लाइफ लॉन्ग कोर्स लाइक बीपी शुगर टैबलेट्स. देयर इज नो रिवर्सल फॉर बीपी शुगर. एक बार आ गया तो इट्स ओनली कंट्रोल. ऐसे से सम ऑफ देम से नो रिवर्सिबल. सर ऐसा करो, 16 घंटे आप पेट खाली करो और रखो, ऐसा ऐसा करो, हो जाएगा. एवरीथिंग वर्क समवेयर, नॉट एवरीवेयर. रिमेंबर, नॉट रिवर्सिबल. In the same way, the samsara is not one day solution. Continuous it is. Every day we have to be alert with our this wisdom. Either there will be a temptation to get attached or there is a problem to feel frustrated. दोनों से बचकर क्या धर्म है मेरा, उतना ही करना, गंभीर रहना. Your mind also saved, people also will be in their own limits, will become qualified for spirituality also. नहीं है, fully involved in so much attachment and they eat away all your time, energy. When your requirement comes, they say we are not there. Remember, they may not say we don't love you or like you, but the situation itself may be like that. They are not helpful to you. Like your children in foreign country. Not that they don't want to love you or help you, but their duty demands them to be there. But problem ही है. When you need, no, they are not there with you. So here, what's happening is our prarabdha. Nobody is doing anything. Nobody does wrong to us. It's only our ignorance, how to take the things we don't know, and our prarabdha. Prarabdha brings us difficulties. Ignorance proves it to be difficulty. Shows it to be difficulty. And we suffer it. Mature person never does anything wrong, by which he invokes the negative prarabdha. Even by default something comes up, he is matured enough to tackle with it. ऐसे विजडम के बातें याद रखते हुए अटैचमेंट को भी काटना है, दुख को भी काटना है. अटैचमेंट इफ somebody helps us, दुख if they are not helping us. दोनों काटते रहना. Not an easy job, but unless this is done and I got habit of it, we can't sit on meditation. We can't know the truth. We can't study Shastra. We can't understand deeply. See, Mandukya Upanishad's logics. Are you able to understand? If yes, you are detached. If you are not understand, you are detached from Mandukya. Attached somewhere. Now comes how this person's mind, Bhagavan Krishna is enjoying by demonstrating. But he, remember, he has got 60,000 wives, each one से 10-10 बच्चे. बच्चे लड़कों के नाम आए हुए, लड़कियां कितने नहीं पता, सिर्फ लड़के ही हैं ऐसा नहीं है कृष्ण का. बहुत सारे, फिर उनके हजारों हजारों हजारों, कितना बड़ा परिवार. He is not attached to them. He himself is an example. He is not careless then. सबका सब पैलेस बनाया, सबको नौकरियां दिलाई, everything he did. Now he says, Aho me pitarau vruddhau, yo, my parents are old. Those who have old parents, every day they don't express outside, but inside dukkha. Only those who have a lot of devotion, gratitude, love for parents, then they take care of them. Otherwise, burden ही होता है. That's why Vartam Kopina Puchati Gehe. It is a fact. Shankara Bhagwan told it is 1500 years back means हमेशा सृष्टि में ऐसा ही होता है कि either there is no time for others to take care of the oldie, और जितना भी टेक केयर करो उनको प्रसन्नता तृप्ति नहीं होती है और जाते हो. Because the demand, the fear of whatever the things that are done wrong, the regrets, and also the fear of death wants them some company to do with them. 4 घंटे बैठोगे तो और 2 घंटे बैठो, दूसरा काम नहीं है क्या? Old man's problems. So anyway, अहो मे पितरौ वृद्धौ, oh my parents are old. Bharya balatmaja. Wife is having small children only. Each one is exclusive complaint. सब मिलकर भी हो सकते हैं. Then anatha mamrute dinaha. So if I'm not there, they're all anatha, they become. It's a responsibility, but becomes an attachment. This is said in Vajagovindam as what? Kate kanta dhanagata chinta vatula kim tava nasti niyanta. That's what is said there. Then katham jivanti dukkhitaha. Then how will they live without me? Without this, how we impose on them by being there. इनफैक्ट प्रॉपर अर्थ वेल्थ अर्न करके घर में बच्चों को दे दो, वो आपको नमस्कार करके आप जा सकते पापा आप आश्रम में, बोलेंगे वो लोग आराम से साधना. वी ओनली गेट अटैच्ड इन ऑल दिस. एक बात तो याद रख लो, मुझे अभी अभी थोड़ा सा 1% से कम समझ में आ रहा है, आपको तो पूरा ही होगा. एवरीबडी इज इंडिपेंडेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज प्रारब्ध पुरुषार्थ, एंड विथ हिम हिज ओन गॉड डेस्टिनी एफर्ट्स आर देयर. We need not be too much responsible for anyone beyond a limit. लेकर कर भी नहीं सकते कुछ. Even doctor cannot do anything to a patient beyond his capacity of doing all the required treatment. He will only wait and watch what God's grace, what his prarabdha is there. If the prarabdha works out, then he claims कि मैंने ऑपरेशन किया ठीक हो गया. If doesn't work out, he say मैं ऑपरेशन किया फिर भी मरा. इसका मतलब इसका प्रारब्ध ठीक नहीं. I'm the best doctor in the world. In both cases, it is personal opinion, but as regard the patient concerned, he is with his own life. कोई किसी का. We are all independent in this world. That way, we have to recognize this fact. Sometimes nobody can be with us. In fact, a true, genuine, matured, intellectual person knows it. Nobody is with me because nobody can be with me because I am inside me. Nobody can enter in me. Therefore, who is there to be with me for me? Only my God, only my Guru, only my Lakshyam. That is the highest maturity. Then, evam gruhashaya akshipta hrudayaha. In this way, the one who has got so many vasanas, therefore, the mind is tossed up only in the grahastha related activities. Mudhati ayam is such a deluded fool in the intellect. Atruptaha, never ever contented, puts a full stop. Anudhyayantana, continuously worried only about that. Mrutaha, one dies. Andham vishate tamaha, he will enter into most andhakara lokas further. Because he has never used his time for the knowledge or wisdom. Most of the people in this way only die, not doing any kalyana prada sadhana for their own evolution. केयरफुल रहना भैया, गृहस्थी लोग भगवान कह रहे. इज भगवान हेटिंग अस? इज ए सन्यासी, इज ऑल्सो गृहस्थ ओनली. नो, बड़ा गृहस्थी, महाशाला. But facts remain facts. And each of these points write down and clearly understand and place them in different pockets in your intellect. Accordingly, live life. You need help, take from them. They need help, you do. There are some duties, mutually perform. But no more attachment, not giving up our spirituality. And encourage each other also. Hmm. Encourage. If your wife is attending satsang, tell her तुम्हारा सत्संग का टाइम हो गया, जाओ मैं टीवी देखूंगा. That's what they do. Or wife telling him, you go and do satsang, मुझे फिर बातें करनी है मेरे ननद से, इनसे 4 घंटे. आपका वो सत्संग, मेरा ये सत्संग. Encourage for satsang each other. Encourage for sadhana. How beautiful that would be. Imagine घर में सब लोग अपने अपने साधना के लिए एक दूसरे की मदद कर रहे हैं और समझ कर है कि किनका क्या लिमिटेशन है, किनसे क्या नाता है, किसका कितना जरूरत है, कितना लेना है, देना है. साफ से वाई, व्हाट इज देयर टू हाइड? फैक्ट्स आर फैक्ट्स ओनली. Like, what is there to hide between you and me? I am a speaker, you are a listener. Little bit whatever I know, talk to Shastra till my capacity is there. हो गया. There cannot be any reason to hide anything or any misunderstanding or any mismanipulation or misinterpretation. जरूरत ही नहीं. So to in Grahastha, husband, wife, elder parents, children, each one's position, mutual relation, पक्का. ज्ञान का ये महिमा है. सब करने देता है, कहीं लेप नहीं होने देता है. Knowledge makes us do everything perfectly, never allows us to attach. That is called true knowledge. And so many things about it. 4-5 मिनट और थोड़ा कल इसका देखकर we will enter into the वानप्रस्थ संन्यास आश्रम धर्मास. Very beautiful it is. Okay. ओम इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादश स्कंधे सप्तदशोऽध्यायः. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. धन्यवाद. हाँ, I have to give 10 minutes gap, but already class time हुआ, तो we will continue only. जाने दो, दवाई का टाइम लेट. Wait back for the हिंदी class.